So guys, welcome back another video of the MathQ Short. This is the first video of this series, and today we're going to know and learn about the what is the spin prime test that the SpaceX often do on their vehicle engine, rocket engine, you can say. So the rocket engine is a freshly manufactured rocket engine is required to do the spin prime. But what is actually the term of the spin prime and why we do the test before we igniting the actual engine, right? So the optimizing the engine and the actual performance, we require some critical stages of the testing before we actually going to do the official test. So for that, we have the one option to do the some critical test stages testing and ensuring that everything is right in the system and internal components is behaving as intended. So that's for we invented the idea of the spin prime. So the spin prime is just a technique to the shores working well without the go into the official test and optimistic test. So in a Raptor engine, we will choose the Raptor engine for the explanation here. So let's start this video with the Raptor engines. Raptor engines is usually and generally runs on the CH4 and methane means the CH4 and the LOX means the oxidizer is a liquidified oxygen and the liquid oxygen and the methane both are the essential fuel for the Raptor engine. So that makes the Raptor engine is a methane powered rocket engine. So this is a well environmental safe, and this is not a pollute the any environment. That's why the Raptor engine is very cleanest engine ever. But for that, we when the SpaceX is manufactures the new engines in their production line, so they actually ensures everything that before they go into do the actual static fire. Static fire means they ignite the engine for the some seconds or yeah some seconds to ensuring that the engine is functioning well, and that some seconds could be a minutes. Okay, so it depends upon the test duration what the SpaceX or even the other space companies are giving to the test camping. But for the Raptor engine, we have the boat fuel is ready to the take on. So the CH4 means the methane and the LOX means the liquid oxygen. So in this test, the spin prime test. So let's see the process of the spin prime. We will not actually go into the see the analogy first. We will see the actual principle working of the test that how it does work before the wasting the time. So in this test, we include the three stages of the rocket engine that this like a Raptor engine specifically you can say. So the first stage in the internal rocket, the Raptor engine, that is to the really help to run the engine is the two pre-burners. Pre-burners are the mini rocket engines who thrusting and powering up the turbopumps at their high peak of the speed. But pre-burner we need to the refine and the optimize the flow of the two fuels. So there is a two pre-burner exist. So the first pre-burner is a tune for the methane rich pre-burner, and another pre-burner is the oxygen rich pre-burner. And first we take that we feed that the fuels into the pre-burner because pre-burner is already having a spool of for to take that the fuel, and then when we feed into that the fuel, then the pre-burner is started to the spooling up again at there the maximum of the optimistic phase, and then that the pre-burner is like a flowing that the fuel and transferring that the fuel forward to the turbopumps. Then the turbopumps started to the run up, so that the turbopump started to the functioning and get activated by the pre-burner. So the pre-burner is mini jet engines, or even you can say this is a mini rocket engine into the official bigger rocket engine that actually pushing all the gases in a very high pressure to the turbopumps to the run the turbopumps and gets the another kinetic energy for our entire fuel to the reach to at their the maximum mass level with the decreased the amount of the heat. So then after the spin turbo pump has been spool up, after that we sending the both fuels into the heat exchanger. Heat exchanger is known for the splitting system that the splits the fuel, the some amount of the fuel into the regenerative cooling process to the like a cool down the engine bell, the divergent nozzle, and engine itself, wherever it needs to be a regenerative cooling systems, to be a place out, to the avoid the thermal runaway. Thermal runaway is refers to the over exceed temperature with damage to your engine internal or external components. So the to the should not be happen that we ensure that the regenerative cooling system should be a placed into our system to the avoid that. So some sort of and the amount of the value of the fuel we take into the heat exchanger so that the value goes into there. But then after that, the through the heat exchanger process, you might have seen the engine bed bells and the engine itself getting the cool. That phase we call the Raptor cool has been started. So the Raptor engine bell is started to the cool down for the initial and pressure inrush pressure tolerate forces. I don't know why, how I can say because the inrush pressure when the engine ignites that produces the thermal shock. So that thermal shock should be avoided by the cooled divergent nozzle. So that actually gets the very cool down before we igniting the engine. And then after that, the through the heat exchanger, the entire fuel goes into the combustion chamber, where the fuel mixes together to the ignite the entire thing. But there is already has been exist the torch igniter to the engine to ignite the entire combustion and start the combustion chamber. But that torch igniter is been inactive that time when we do the spin prep. So torch igniter will be not into the activated. So that's why we dump the fuel the same way we ignite the engine. So this the pressure of that the fuel is would be the same as we when we do and when we dump the fuel to the ignite the engine and the power up the engine.
But that would be pretty funny.
It would
But
be
no
pretty
way.
funny. And Spin Prime.
That is what a spin prime looks like.
They did a tanking test plus a Spin Prime.
So that fuel goes through the injector plate as we seen that through the injector plate with the same pressure amount that when it's go actually working in an actual functional optimistic phase. So then after that the we see the some fuels is dumping downward. So that's called the spin prime. Spin prime is referred to the igniting the engine without involving the flames and the heat. So we just only dumping the engine's fuels through the actual combustion chamber. That ensures the how many pressure has been built up in and how their engines internal sensors or external any plumbing issues or there are leaks or something we can actually ensure before we igniting the engine. So that all should be revalvated soon. So that's why we do the spin prime for that. Spin prime is like you just turning up the stove burner without igniting it. That's like just like you just put the foot onto the accelerator with the brake on your vehicle. That's like a phenomenon, and that's like an action you can say as the spin prime. All right. So spin prime is involves that only the gases go through the engine and come out from the engine. That's the all what we know the spin prime test. For the today, this is enough because we exceed our the video up to the 9 minutes and we going to the stop there right now and that's all about the spin prime what we know here. Spin Prime is not only a very complicated thing that you would never understand. So that's why it's really crazy though. So bye guys. I'm a little bit as soon as possible. Just as later, as soon as with the next topic. Bye.
Gaurav Joshi on the screen every Friday like a dream. Starbase news he brings to life. Loves his pioneer, ain't that right? Barely speaks the English clear, but he's trying, never fear. Updates rolling from his lips. Starbase knowledge just a glimpse. Gaurav's here to break it down every week without a foul. Slaying news and love and cheese with his updates life's a breeze. Watch him stumble, watch him strive. Still he's buzzing and alive. Pioneer-powered Starbase king. Gaurav makes the cosmos sing. Gaurav's here to break it down